안녕하십니까? 2024년 11월 고등학교 3학년 종로 전국연합학력평가 영어 영역 듣기평가 안내방송입니다. 잠시 후 고등학교 3학년 종로 전국연합학력평가 3교시 영어 영역 듣기평가 방송을 시작하겠습니다. 수험생 여러분은 편안한 마음으로 방송에 귀를 기울여 주시고 감독 선생님께서는 스피커의 음량을 알맞게 조절해 주십시오. 수험생 여러분은 답안을 작성하기 전에 반드시 답안지 왼쪽 해당란에 성명, 수험 번호 등을 정확하게 기입하고 표기하였는지 확인하시기 바랍니다. 답란에 정답을 표기하기 전에 답안지에 있는 수험생 준수사항을 꼭 확인하십시오. 듣기 평가 문제는 1번부터 17번까지입니다. 방송을 잘 듣고 문제지에 있는 5개의 답지 중에서 맞는 답 하나만 골라 답안지의 해당 란에 바르게 표기하십시오. 듣기 평가는 타종 없이 시작됩니다. 이제 문제지 표지를 넘기시기 바랍니다. 그러면 지금부터 3교시 영어 영역 듣기 평가를 시작하겠습니다. 1번부터 17번까지는 듣고 답하는 문제입니다. 1번부터 15번까지는 한 번만 들려주고 16번부터 17번까지는 2번 들려줍니다. 방송을 잘 듣고 답을 하시기 바랍니다. 1번. 다음을 듣고 여자가 하는 말의 목적으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Hello, class. Before we start our first session of the semester, I'd like to discuss some guidelines for our online classes. Even though you're at home, it's important to dress appropriately for our online sessions. You don't need to be formal, but please avoid dressing too casually. Aim to look as presentable as you would at school. While wearing your school uniform isn't mandatory, you should dress appropriately to avoid any distractions. Since you'll need to keep your camera on and actively participate, make sure your clothes are suitable. Sleepwear and anything potentially immodest should be avoided. Thank you.
(2번) 대화를 듣고 남자의 의견으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
What are you doing, Jenny?
I'm solving math problems. It's my homework.
Oh, I thought you were reading something like a history book or a novel.
What made you think so?
I usually write down the steps while I'm solving math problems, but you're not writing anything down.
I solve math problems in my head, so I don't write down the steps.
That's all right if the problem is not very difficult, but doesn't it increase the chance of errors?
Right, I do make a lot of mistakes.
Writing down the process clearly shows you how an answer to a problem is derived, and it is a good study habit.
That makes a lot of sense. I'll give it a try.
(3번) 다음을 듣고 여자가 하는 말의 요지로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Dr. Denver's Daily Health Tip. While it's commonly advised to drink plenty of water for good health, it's important to note that drinking excessive amounts can be harmful. This condition, known as water poisoning, happens when too much water weakens the blood. Symptoms can include feeling sick to your stomach and vomiting, and in severe cases, it can cause brain swelling and be life-threatening. To avoid these risks, a practical approach is to weigh yourself before and after exercising. This helps you monitor your fluid intake and prevents you from drinking too much water. Let's dive deeper into this topic.
(4번) 대화를 듣고 그림에서 대화의 내용과 일치하지 않는 것을 고르시오.
Hi, Allison. How was your trip to Jeju Island?
Hi, David. It was really amazing. I finally visited the famous cafe everyone's been talking about. Look at this photo.
That place looks so cozy. Oh, there is a little fountain in the middle of the cafe.
Yeah, it's small, but really charming. It seems to add such peaceful vibes to the place.
Absolutely. The little potted plants on each table also make the place really inviting.
The outside scenery through the round window is beyond description.
I think it certainly is. What are those 3 framed pictures on the wall? There are scribbles on them.
Actually, they are the photos signed by celebrities that visited the cafe.
I see. And I like the square rug in front of the door. It is so distinctive.
Yeah, I was told that the owner of the cafe made it herself.
That's so cool. No wonder it is such a popular spot.
(5번) 대화를 듣고 여자가 할 일로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
At last, this Saturday is Mom's 60th birthday. I really want to make Mom's 60th birthday party special.
So do I. To make sure everything is perfectly ready, let's go over the preparations.
Okay, first, I called the restaurant to confirm the date and time.
Good. Did you also give them our orders?
Yes, I ordered steaks and side dishes, including beverages, for 20 people.
That'll be enough. And the cake will be provided for free by the restaurant.
That's nice. What about Mom's dress?
I already picked it up at the dry cleaners. Mom will like to be photographed in that dress.
Oh, speaking of photographs, that reminds me. I should contact the photographer. I'll call him right away.
Good. I'll text our guests to remind them of Mom's birthday party.
Great. Then we'll be all ready.
(6번) 대화를 듣고 남자가 지불할 금액을 고르시오.
Welcome to Lake Hampton's Flower Festival. How may I help you?
Hi. I'd like to buy admission tickets.
Sure. Admission tickets are $10 per adult and $5 per child.
I need 2 adult tickets and 2 child tickets.
All right. Would you like to also ride a duck boat?
I'm not sure. What is it?
It's a pedal boat. You and your family members can propel a boat with your feet on Lake Hampton.
That sounds interesting. How much is it?
It's $30 an hour. The boat carries up to 5 people, so one boat is enough for your family.
Great. Then we'll get a ticket for an hour as well.
Okay, so that's tickets for 2 adults and 2 children, along with a duck boat ride, right?
Yes. Are there any discounts available?
If you are a Lake Hamptons resident, you can get a 20% discount off the total.
Great. I'm a resident here. Here are my ID and credit cards.
(7번) 대화를 듣고 여자가 말하기 대회 심사를 할 수 없는 이유를 고르시오.
Hi, Mrs. Wilson. Do you have a moment?
Oh, what can I do for you?
It's about the speech contest.
Oh, I've been too caught up in grading students' essays to think about it. How's the preparation going?
It's going well. Actually, I wanted to see if you could be a judge again this year.
When is it exactly?
It's on November 8th. I know you don't have any classes then.
That's true, but unfortunately, I can't be a judge this time. I won't be at school that day.
Is that the day of the teacher's training meeting you're attending?
No, that's the following week. I'm moving to a new house that day.
Oh, I see.
I'm sorry I can't help with the speech contest this year.
No problem.
(8번) 대화를 듣고 블루 모스크에 관해 언급되지 않은 것을 고르시오.
Hi, Michael. What are you looking at?
Hi, Linda. It's a travel guide about Istanbul. I'm planning a trip to Turkey next summer.
Sounds interesting. Is there any place that you want to visit?
I have several places in mind, but the Blue Mosque is a must-visit for me.
The Blue Mosque? The name is so distinctive. Why is it called so?
It is because of the blue tiles decorating its interior.
Oh, I see. How much is the entrance fee?
While the entry to the Blue Mosque is free, there is a dress code.
What is it?
Visitors should wear a long dress or long pants to cover their legs and shoulders.
Are there any other things to keep in mind when visiting the mosque?
Yeah, it is open to visitors from 8:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m., but is closed during the prayer times.
You really prepared well. I hope you enjoy your trip.
(9번) 컬리지 스쿨 페어에 관한 다음 내용을 듣고 일치하지 않는 것을 고르시오.
Hello, students. This is Jake Anderson from the Career Counseling Office. I'm pleased to announce the upcoming event, College School Fair, where you can get very practical and valuable information about colleges you want to attend. This event will be held for 3 days from November 21st to 23rd. The College School Fair will take place at Williams Hall. At the fair, free brochures from 50 colleges and universities will be provided. Also, you can have a chat with admissions officers from each college. You can ask them whatever you want to know about each college. Snacks and sodas are provided. Come to discover more about the colleges you are interested in. Thank you.
(10번) 다음 표를 보면서 대화를 듣고 두 사람이 선택할 아파트를 고르시오.
Honey, check out this website.
What's it about?
There's an ad for renting at Greenwood Apartments. We want to move there, right?
Yes. Let me see. Oh, They have 5 different models.
Do you prefer a 2-bedroom or a 3-bedroom apartment?
Well, since our 2 kids each want their own room, we should go for the 3-bedroom.
That makes sense. How about this one? It's only $900 a month, and we need to stay under $1,000 per month in rent.
Right, but I prefer an ocean view to a mountain view.
Okay, I'm sure the kids feel the same way.
All right, do you want a fully furnished apartment?
Yes, because that's what we have now, and it's convenient.
I agree. Let's go with this option.
(11번) 대화를 듣고 여자의 마지막 말에 대한 남자의 응답으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Honey, what are you doing?
I'm going over the checklist for our camping trip tomorrow. We need one more camping chair, but we won't be able to order one in time before the trip.
Our neighbor, Mr. and Mrs. Howards, might have extras. Shall I ask them?
(12번) 대화를 듣고 남자의 마지막 말에 대한 여자의 응답으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Hi, Jane. You know what? Julia got accepted into her dream school.
Really? That's amazing! Julia must be so excited. She has been working so hard for this, and so she deserves it.
Yeah, her hard work and efforts are truly admirable. Anyway, we should do something to celebrate.
(13번) 대화를 듣고 여자의 마지막 말에 대한 남자의 응답으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
The reopening of the gym is just around the corner. Have you double-checked everything?
Yes, I've gone over most of it. The equipment has been inspected and is in good condition.
Great. Also, don't forget that all employees should be given training in safety procedure.
Yes, staff members already underwent comprehensive safety training.
Perfect. Did we confirm the class schedule?
Yes, I finalized it this morning and updated the schedule on our website.
Good to hear. What about the front desk and member registration?
The software is updated and the team has been briefed on the process.
Awesome. It looks like everything goes well. Anything else we need to look into?
I think we need to discuss how to promote the reopening.
(14번) 대화를 듣고 남자의 마지막 말에 대한 여자의 응답으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Honey, what are you doing on your phone?
I was reading the news, but now I'm looking at skirts because I clicked on a pop-up ad.
So the pop-up ad got you.
Yeah, it did.
It can be hard to resist clicking on them sometimes.
I know, especially because the ads are usually about things I'm interested in.
That's because they're based on your internet search history.
Oh, that makes sense. I was searching for skirts online earlier today.
It's impressive how they can tailor ads to the needs of customers like that.
Yeah, actually, I was thinking about buying a skirt from the site the pop-up ad took me to.
All right, But just be careful not to make a habit of buying things through pop-up ads.
(15번) 다음 상황 설명을 듣고 쉐인이 니콜에게 할 말로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Shane and Nicole are classmates. They are in the school library, preparing for the final exams. About 2 hours later, Nicole becomes tired and sleepy. To stay awake and alert, she decides to listen to music. She plugs in earphones and keeps studying while listening to music. Sometime later, for some reason, the sound of music she's listening to leaks out of the earphones and disturbs the other students who are also preparing for the final. Completely lost in her studies, she doesn't seem to know what's going on. Other students obviously look annoyed, so Shane wants to tell her to stop listening to music. In this situation, what would Shane most likely say to Nicole?
(16번부터 17번까지는 2번 들려줍니다. 16번과 17번 다음을 듣고 물음에 답하시오.
Hello, students. Do you know how widespread statistics are in our daily lives? Today, I'd like to talk about an interesting example of a real-world application of statistics. First, the sabermetrics. It refers to the empirical analysis of baseball through statistics. Originally popularized by Bill James in the late 20th century, sabermetrics has revolutionized the way baseball is understood and played. While originating in baseball, its principles and methodologies have been adapted to several other sports. Except baseball, basketball is the most prominent sport where sabermetrics is extensively used. After 2000, NBA front offices acknowledged that they could improve team performance by a sophisticated application of statistical analysis. Also, in American football, despite the difficulty of evaluating individual performance, basic statistical analysis has been around for decades in the NFL. However, in other team sports, such as soccer and ice hockey, analytics, while growing, still seem to be taking its baby steps, mostly outside of public view.
다시 한번 듣겠습니다.
Hello, students. Do you know how widespread statistics are in our daily lives? Today, I'd like to talk about an interesting example of a real-world application of statistics. First, the sabermetrics. It refers to the empirical analysis of baseball through statistics. Originally popularized by Bill James in the late 20th century, sabermetrics has revolutionized the way baseball is understood and played. While originating in baseball, its principles and methodologies have been adapted to several other sports. Except baseball, basketball is the most prominent sport where sabermetrics is extensively used. After 2000, NBA front offices acknowledged that they could improve team performance by a sophisticated application of statistical analysis. Also, in American football, despite the difficulty of evaluating individual performance, basic statistical analysis has been around for decades in the NFL. However, in other team sports, such as soccer and ice hockey, analytics, while growing, still seem to be taking its baby steps, mostly outside of public view.
16번 여자가 하는 말의 주제로 가장 적절한 것은 17번. 언급된 스포츠가 아닌 것은 이제 듣기 문제가 끝났습니다. 18번부터는 문제지의 지시에 따라 답을 하기 바랍니다.